Welcome to another episode of Game Boy Roulette, where we take a look at randomly chosen games from the Game Boy library. Lazlo's Leap. Hey, he finally did it. Good for Lazlo. Let me talk you through the process of creating a Game Boy Roulette episode. I roll the randomizer, see the game selected, come up with some kind of snarky joke for the intro, and start doing my research. If I've never heard of the game, Wikipedia is usually a safe bet, and I found Moby Games to be a treasure trove of information. So believe me when I say, when I can't find any information about a game, you know something's up. Such is the case with today's game, Lazlo's Leap. I can barely find any information about it. Maybe it just doesn't exist, and I finally succumbed to Game Boy madness. Sounds nice, actually. Thankfully, there are a few vestiges of information about the game scattered about. It was developed by a company called Hecht, a Japanese developer and publisher who only made a few games during their existence, such as Simulation Pro Yaku, Golf Grand Slam, and of course, Thoroughbred Breeder. Their best-known game was City Connection, a rather well-liked NES game which was published by the more well-known company Jaleco. And that is seriously the extent of the information I can find about Lazlo's Leap. Looks like we're headed into uncharted territory. What makes it all the more interesting is this super amazing box art. This is kinda awesome. It's so abstract but pretty. I can easily picture it hanging in an art gallery. By the way, I think this is a puzzle game, given that it's hyping itself up as a puzzle extraordinaire. So, what in the hell is this game? Only one way to find out, we gotta make the jump into Lazlo's Leap. Hector, aka Hecht. I think we went by both names. Oh, hello. Lazlo's Leap. That's Lazlo, I imagine. Who is Lazlo? Why does it say knob next to him? Anyway, Lazlo's Leap. Oh, this music's lovely. It's not often you get sort of, I guess, classical-sounding music, but they did a good job with it. Let's find out what the hell we're playing. My name is, of course... It is my leap, after all. Whoa, what the... Par? Oh god, there's 100 puzzles. Okay, so there's par. I guess that's how many moves you do, whatever the hell you do in here. 18. Okay, so there's 100 Lazlos in this game. Well, what the hell are they? Oh. Oh, it's... Wait, it's just this? It's just pegs? And then we go here. Hooray, we did it. Replay? What? Oh, it literally shows you a replay of how you did it. Okay. I guess I was expecting more from Lazlo's Leap. Save? Oh! And there's Professor Lazlo's lovely assistant. Oh, you can pick immediately what level you go to. That's actually kind of... Oh, dear lord. Yeah, no, I don't want any part of that one. We'll go here, and then here. And then here. Oh, backstep. Can you not jump diagonal in this? I could have sworn you could jump diagonal in pegs. Alright, going around the world, I guess. Oh yeah, we got this. Bam, 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 bam. So, yeah, it's just pegs. All that build-up, all that mystery behind this game, and it's just pegs. That jingle went on for like 5 years. I wonder what the titles mean. Skating? Why skating? The thing is, I've never been huge into these games. I mean, I'm decent at them, as you can tell, but we're gonna hit a wall pretty soon. It's a bit... Oh my god, this jingle. It's just a compilation of peg games. I suppose a worthy cause, if you're into that kind of thing. Again, why is it... What are these level titles? Uh-oh. How about you go here, here, here. I believe we have found the wall. My own personal feelings about peg games aside... Oh, there we go. I do find them pretty boring overall. This is at least doing something with it. I mean, the music's nice. It actually looks kind of nice, too. The graphics are simple, but at least not terrible. There's her, of course. I don't know who Lazlo is. A baby? What? What are these titles? I can't tell if they're entirely random, or if they're actually trying to be like, oh, see? Can't you tell how much this looks like a baby? Darn it. Close enough. I wish I could just hit B to go back. Yeah, I mean, the actual graphics are totally fine. There's, like, not much... See, this is unfortunately one of those games where I didn't have much to talk about in the research, and now I don't have that much to talk about in the actual game. It's just pegs. A staple of Cracker Barrels everywhere. We need to get a ball right here, or right here. Yeah, the wall has been hit. If I do that, that ends the game. Let's go to a different stage. This one, which is probably called, I don't know, drying paint. Fork? Okay, this does kind of resemble a fork if you squint, so at least we know the titles mean something. Kinda. So the problem with this game is it's entirely dependent on your tolerance for pegs. Maybe you love pegs. And you're like, oh my god, this is it. This is the game I've been dreaming about my whole life, for some reason. But if you're like me and pegs is just a distraction that you get bored with after a couple minutes, you're probably not going to get that much fun out of this, you know? Damn it. Like, that's the thing, I will play pegs, and then I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna solve all the pegs puzzles. And then after a couple minutes, I'm like, oh my god, I'm bored. Please, I want to do anything else. That can't be right. Let's find another stage. Can't you tell that's a ghost? It's competent in its pegness. Is that a word? What's funny is that looking at the title screen for this game, I was really expecting something insane. Oh my god, I beat one. Hooray! Oh, I got a different jingle because I didn't do it within par. That's kind of nice. Par, par, par. Oh, that's neat. Yeah, it's more just a compilation of pegs games than any sort of actual structured game. Part of me wishes I was better at pegs, but part of me knows I don't really want to live that life. At least I'm completing some of them, maybe not under par, though. Overall, this one's alright. Like, again, I've mentioned several times I'm not a fan of pegs, but at least it's doing it well. At least it looks nice, at least it sounds nice, at least it's a good compilation of the game. So if you can't get enough pegs, you could definitely go with this game. Unfortunately, I have already reached my limit of pegs. My limit of pegs was pretty much done after this stage. This is one of those cases where I'm both into and not into a game at the same time. After all the mystery, all the build-up, the fact that this ended up being as simple as a game of pegs is maybe the most disappointed I've ever been in a game, but that doesn't necessarily mean bad, and that makes this all the more complicated. I said it several times, but I just do not like pegs games. I find the puzzle incredibly boring overall, with very few variations you can take it to, other than just different starting layouts. Inevitably, when I play, I just feel my interest slipping away immediately, and sadly, that was the case here. The idea of doing 100 pegs puzzles is kind of my idea of hell. But here's where we get more complicated. I can't deny that this is about as perfect as you can do a pegs game. Easy to control, has good graphics, really nice music, and some varied jingles for if you get par or not, and the 100 puzzles included means there's gonna be tons of replayability. Not to mention, even if you beat all the puzzles, pegs is the kind of game that you can replay after some time, as it's pretty hard to perfectly memorize every solution, so what you're left with is a really good package for a puzzle game. So yes, it's not exactly a game that I personally have any interest in, but I will certainly admit that it's because of personal taste. If you do enjoy pegs, this really feels like the best way to experience it. Now, I've got some research to do. I wonder if there's anyone out there who can convert Game Boy boxes into framed portraits. And that's all for another episode of Game Boy Roulette. Make sure to subscribe so you can follow the series as we continue to dig through the Game Boy vault. I'm Brian J, and I'll see you next time.